Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to just pick up where I left off on the last video. Last week we were working on the raised bed for the carrots, so I just wanted to touch base with you and start doing a little project that we have. I want to continue doing this throughout the rest of the greenhouse. Right now I'm just doing a little bit at a time. Figured I'd do it since I have the carrots getting ready to be planted, so I might as well do it right now. So let me take you over there. I'll show you what we got going on. So the siding that I'm using is just the cedar shake siding that I'm using for these. I know they're going to last a lot longer. Don't have to worry about termites that much, but it's kind of the way that I have it laid out. Just going to stake it on each end and one in the middle, and that's the way that I'm going to do these. It's just something simple. This one I already finished, so as you can see, it's not going to be very high off the ground, but for what we need, I have good dirt underneath the dirt that I have, and I'm not too worried about getting it way up off the ground. So this pile of dirt that I'm using, that the greenhouse is sitting on, is actually a huge pile of topsoil that we scraped up and just put into a big pile on the property. And I ended up burning a bunch of trees on top of it, so there's a lot of ash and old logs that are underneath this. So it's really good soil. So all I did is just raked it all out and made it smooth so that I could put the greenhouse on top of it. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do for these raised beds. Just something simple. And that'll be all carrots here in another week or so. So can you tell what I'm doing here with the tomatoes? This little rope that I'm using right here, as they get taller, I'll keep bringing it over farther and farther, and it'll just keep on going up the ceiling here, so for the inside, so they don't touch the ceiling up there. I have this wire right here that's pushing back so that they stay back there, so you can still walk through, but see how it has kind of a shape to it that makes it kind of come out. So they'll just keep on climbing up, so that it'll be like a tunnel underneath here. Basically the same way that I did these cucumbers. How they just go up and they start coming over. It's kind of a space saver. So anyway, I'll let you guys know what I'm doing next. This is just part of this video, so I'll probably, I said I was going to go ahead and take these tomato plants out, but I think I'm going to let them go just for a little while longer, since I have some tomatoes on there turning orange. But the reason I'm going to get rid of it is this right here. I just seen him. Look at this. Those right there, I'm getting tired of them. Every time I turn around, there's more. And if it's not those, it's these little guys right here. Oops, I lost him. Oh. So we're going to get rid of those. But I'm going to see if I can let them go a little bit longer. I might be able to get a few tomatoes off of it. Some of them are looking good, some of them aren't. So we'll just see. All right, I'll get with you here in a little bit. right. It's about as good as it gets with me. Just enough to get me by. Doesn't have to be pretty, it just has to work. So next I'll be doing those, and then I'll be doing these. Alright, we'll talk to you soon. Okay, I now have the beds ready for the carrots. So I'm going to show you guys what I do for planting carrots. I don't know if you guys have ever tried it, if you've heard of it, but I'm going to take you through the steps of what I do. I use the toilet paper method. Use toilet paper, lay your seeds in it and just roll it up, and then bring it out here and unroll it and put it in the ground, just right on top. So I'm going to show you how I do it. And I'll get back to you here in just a second. I'll show you in the house how we're going to do that method. Okay, we got it all set up. These are just some seeds that I had from Home Depot or Lowe's. I can't remember where I got them from. So we're going to use those and a roll of toilet paper. So what we do, just roll it out. In one little sheet. Use some water. Get the whole thing wet. Then you come back with your seeds. Once we're done with that, come back with another sheet of toilet paper. Just lay it right over the top of it. Smash it down a little bit so that they don't move around. And then you can pick it up, roll it up, and you're ready to go out to your garden. Just like so. So then when you get out there in the garden, all you got to do is just unroll it, lay it down, and start watering it in. And it'll go right into the ground. The toilet paper will be dissolved right into the dirt. So that's the method that I like to use. I'll show you out there how to lay it out. Alright, so now just going to take your seeds, and unroll it. And that is it. Come back and water them in, and you're good to go. That's how we do carrots. You can lay wood over the top of it. A lot of people do that if you're just doing plain seeds, but doing the toilet paper method, it's just a lot easier to do it this way. I'll still lay something over the top of the toilet paper just to keep it in place until it finally soaks in. But other than that, that's how we do some carrots. It's worked for a couple years now for me, so I want to keep on doing it. I'll talk to you here in a little bit. Thanks, guys. Something else we did was went to the grocery store and got some organic bell peppers, and I went ahead and took the seeds out of the bell peppers, let them dry. I want to go ahead and plant a few of those and see if we can get some bell peppers to come up too. So I'm going to put a couple in the area where I put the carrots, and then a couple in the area with the compost tomatoes. Kind of take the place of the compost tomatoes with the peppers. I need to get some jalapeno peppers and a couple other ones planted too. I'm going to probably get some transplants and put those in. So that's what I'm doing there. Well, guys, it's that time of year where things just don't go right for tomatoes. Blossom end rot, bugs end up going into the bottom of them all the time, and then you have other ones where worms just dig right through, or even grasshoppers. I'm dealing with it quite a bit right now, so had to throw away a lot of the Roma tomatoes, so I'm going to just get rid of those and keep on going. The good news is that I ended up saving a bunch from the blossom end rot when I put the milk on. They needed that calcium, so you can still see I have a bunch growing, but those are perfect down there. Some more growing here that are doing good. So I went ahead and got rid of all of them that had blossom end rot, and I'm trying to find the bugs that are doing it, which are these little tiny guys right here. So it's just a lot of work. You got to keep up with them, and when I have over 40 tomatoes in here, it's hard to keep up when it's so hot. So we're going to get a good batch later on. Right now we're not going to, just because of everything that happened. So just got to deal with it as it comes. But I have been harvesting a lot of cherry tomatoes. One of my favorite things just to eat right out of the garden. Love some cherry tomatoes. So been getting those and eating them right off the vine. So as you can see, I went ahead and covered up the carrots. Went ahead and put a little bit of compost over the top of them. So they're good to go. I'm ready and waiting. Should be about another week, probably 5 or 6 days before they start sprouting. So I'll let you know how those go. Today I'm going to be harvesting some cucumbers. We got cucumbers everywhere again, so it's time to get to work and get some of those off the vine. So if you've noticed, over time I keep on taking the leaves up from the bottom just to let more air go through, and then it gets up and over, and they just keep on climbing. So eventually I'll have all of these trimmed out because nothing else grows down here. There's 1, 2 maybe, but but everything stops growing at the bottom and just keeps on going up. So just keep on trimming, kind of like I do with the tomatoes. Once they grow off the bottom, start trimming up, and it just keeps the sprouting going. I also got to move the cherry tomatoes. They're touching the top up there. So anyway, guys, everything else is still growing good. So I'll talk to you soon on the next one. Alright, let's see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 for this haul. A couple really big ones. Hopefully they're not bitter. So far I've been pretty lucky. We haven't had any bitter cucumbers yet, so I didn't want to let them get that big, but it is what it is. I didn't have any more canning stuff to make pickles out of them, so we'll see what we can do here. We got one more batch, so all right. Still got a lot of flowers and still got a lot of little babies starting, so hopefully we'll get another good crop out of it. It's just getting so hot. Not sure how it's going to do now, but other than that, I want to go ahead and get these last couple Romas that I have down there that are ready to pick before anything happens to them. But that's it for the day. I'm going to get out of here and go inside. It's hot. If you wonder why I'm wearing long pants and a long sleeve in the greenhouse, we got mosquitoes everywhere, and it just keeps me from having to put anything on myself to keep from getting bitten from mosquitoes. So just wear some long pants and long shirt, and I don't have to worry about the mosquitoes. They don't bother me that bad then. So alright guys, this might be it for this video, so I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.